So you're a young Earth Christian.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, don't be ashamed of it, man. If that's what you believe, I'm not here to tell you you're wrong. I'm just here to understand, and just like you with your Muslim friend, if I don't want you to like storm him off.
He's my like big homie. Like,
Yeah, for sure. But I'm like, as I'm telling you, I love you too. Like, I don't want you to storm off in this question just because I'm trying to figure it out.
Bro, I love you more than anything in the world. What am I gonna storm off?
No. Like, I'm just trying like if you're gonna talk about like I'm gonna start questioning things from you, and
I would love that.
okay, cool. So I want you to explain to me why. Well, I'm gonna make an assumption. I think that the specific reason you believe that you're a young Earth Christian and that like the world was only 5 to 10,000 years old. I'm not, dude. Like I'm willing for I hate to say it, but like the best argument you've got is well, that's what God in the Bible has told me.
No.
Okay, what you got?
The only reason I believe that is from the timeline of Genesis. But Genesis doesn't even give us a timeline. Like, it really doesn't. It gives us the first days of the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the water around us. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, bro, it's not even, it doesn't even really give us a timeline of, like, okay, well, this was this day, this was this way. Like, yeah, it gives us the first 6 days, and the seventh day was the Sabbath. But it doesn't give us the time frame from, like, that time to Adam. So when we see, oh, well, this was Neanderthals, this was, what's that one? I was just talking about it to Chelsea. Neanderthal.
Oh, it's one of those. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. One of those, like, races
Yeah.
of early humans.
Right.
It doesn't really say that in Genesis. Like, we went through this and this and that. What it leads to is all these things were created, and eventually God made Adam. And then Adam, from his ribcage, like you said earlier, which you're correct, was made Eve. And although they completely shit out what they could have had in the Garden of Eden, they made Seth, they made Cain, they made Abel, and they completely created generations which me and you, Boone, and everyone around us are descendants from. And went on and on and on to where we're America, that's Israel, that's the people who believe in Islam in the Middle East. Like, I know I'm going far from here, but I'm just saying, like, that's what's separated from everything. And it's not the fact that, we're somehow like Christians because of it. No, because we could be American, we could be fucking, it's actually illegal to be Christian in Islamic countries, but a lot of them like fall from it, and they come to America to actually have the freedom to believe in it.
Yeah. I gotcha. So, like I said, the reason that you believe that the earth was made that long ago is because of the Bible. Right?
Not exactly. The Bible is longer than what I believe.
Okay. So how long is the Bible, and like where is your evidence to that?
Well, Adam himself in Genesis died at like 994 years old.
Right.
So if that's 1,000 years in just the first book of the Bible, we got 10 times that before it gets to my assumption.
Okay. 10 times that.
Joseph, Messiah, Israel, Leviticus, every book of the Bible at that point. I'm totally open to the idea of like an old Earth. The only thing for me is I'm still hung up on this idea that age was different in the Old Testament than we believe age is now. That's the only thing that's hemming me up before I can believe, like, oh, okay, like, so that many years didn't mean this many years is what, like, me and you would think, you know what I mean?
So I disagree. I think that people used to live for a lot longer of a time.
How much longer?
Thousands, probably. Yeah, probably thousands of
Thousands.
years. Yeah, thousands of years.
Do you think if you lived 4,000 years ago, you would have lived a couple thousand years?
No, 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 not 4,000. No, no, no. I'm talking at least. Well, so my timeline is 12,500 just for Noah's flood, and then before that, there's a lot of evidence with structures and I mean, I'm gonna take out cultures, just structures alone that are possibly 30,000 years old.
Totally agree. Totally
and
agree.
and then here's where it gets really weird. There's like what it's like when you watch what I'm about to tell you, you don't believe it even when you watch it. It's just like a fucking stretch if you ask me. But there's evidence of like wheels and rivets of roads that are like 1,000,000 years old.
Rivets of roads. What do you mean?
Like there's let me see what I'm trying to find here. I'll just send you the article real quick. Let me pull it up. What is this? Where's this place called?
Have you seen that wheel that's like 300 million years old? Yeah, that's the thing. It kind of looks like a wheel, and they found it in a mine, and then they flooded the mine, which is a bit weird. You've got these cart ruts that look like, you know, some sort of track, and there's millions of
I
years
just sent it to you in Discord.
wheel nearby. That's fucking crazy. And you're like, what is this? I will look at what this says.
Can you
This
hear me?
research
Yeah, I can hear you.
for perhaps forgotten history of Earth and its past civilizations. Like, what? Because if that's the Silurian hypothesis. If it was
Is it gonna show it? Did it even show it to you in this?
imagine millions of years ago people had the wheel or something. It might not be people. Something. It kind of looks like a wheel, and they
I
found it in a
switched from
mine,
my
and then
phone
they
to
flooded
my
the mine,
PC.
which is a bit weird.
Okay.
You've got
You
these
should always do
pieces
that.
like, you know, some sort of track.
There he
and
is.
millions of
Totally 300 mil.
Okay.
I'm watching it. Hold on, I'm watching.
Okay.
You find that wheel nearby.
Then you find that wheel nearby. Then you find that wheel nearby.
2 years ago, people had the wheel. Something was pulling things on wheels, and they had carts runs. Oh, totally. That's a Gartha.
Agartha. What is that?
What do you mean?
I don't know what Agartha is.
Bro, what do you mean? Who writes a like, you know, Gartha?
Tell me what Agartha is.
That's where Hitler came from.
Oh, fucking hurt. No, I don't know what show.
It's not. I'm trolling, but look, Agartha is the only entrance from what conspiracy theories say is from Antarctica. You probably heard of the cave in Antarctica, right?
I think so.
Where Middle Earth meets outer Earth.
Okay, you're going flat Earth on me now, right?
Yeah. Agartha is center Earth.
Okay, let me Google this shit real quick.
Just type in Agartha. All you have to Agartha.
So, legendary subterranean kingdom believed to be located deep in the Earth's core or inner surface. So now you're doing hollow Earth on me?
No, you could believe in a round Earth, flat Earth. No matter what, there's still a. Even if it was a flat Earth, there would still be a.
If you type in Agartha, it only refers to hollow Earth.
No matter what you think the Earth looks like, would there not be a underlayer to it?
Sure.
Okay, so Agartha is what's ever under us. A lot of people like to think like this. So I kind of thought we were on the same like Instagram reel kind of slope.
I'm sure we are.
But Agartha is a big. It's a big. Fucking, I don't believe in it. It's funny, but
Then what are we talking about?
It's not real. Agartha's not real.
Okay. Let's get back to like what we're talking about. So, help me. Oh yeah, I appreciate it. I'm just saying, like we're talking about how old the Earth is and how long people have been here, and I'm trying to get to this really long-winded point where every single culture has a flood myth, and they all are very close to the very same time. A lot of cultures were dominated by Christianity, and
Hinduism is nowhere near our flood time, but okay, go on.
So I'm just saying a lot of them do. But Hinduism does have a flood myth too.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so if every single one of them has a flood myth, including the one that you and me subscribe to, and we're all there, like the entire world experienced one thing at the exact same time, and not to say it happened at the exact same time to the whole world, but like as that catastrophe happens and people like dwindle down to small amounts of people and they start writing things down, and it's now like from like ear to mouth, mouth to ear kind of communication, and you're kind of a few hundred years off here, few thousand years off there, and that kind of gets separated in those moments across the entire globe. And then Christianity comes through, and we're like, dude, this new guy's in town, and he's the fucking shit, and he fucking loves you, and everyone's like, this is awesome. This is definitely a better way to be a human being on Earth. This is the best thing ever, and everyone, it's very convincing. We'll drop all of our stuff, and then they go, oh, by the way, since we're here and building all your schools and like taking care of you and leading you to heaven, there's a whole backstory about our guys, and that's all really important too. And it might line up with what you guys have as far as a flood story, but y'all's is off. We're gonna use ours, so like forget y'all's story. And
okay, so we're basing everything off the flood story.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the most significant thing. Yeah.
You're completely right on the fact that every religion does have a flood story.
Mm-hmm.
Completely right about that. The fact that where the flood story came into what timeline, I see what you're going with. You know, we like every religion, Hindu, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, there's all a flood story. You know what's funny is Islam and Christianity actually agree on the flood story.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going off of those two, which I thought we were kind of playing off of, right? Or am I wrong?
We're playing what?
We were playing on the Islamic Christianity dilemma, right?
No, I'm actually like I was kind of past that. I was kind of discussing your beliefs and how old you think the world and people are, and
I'm totally open to the fact that the world is way older than what I think it is. The only reason I think that is because I'm giving Christianity a way bigger background than it even says that it is. Like Christianity itself, I couldn't even tell you. Like I really couldn't even tell you.
I would only think Christianity would exist since Christ's birth.
Yeah, you'd be right. Judaism would be way before that, though.
Right. But then there are other cultures older than that.
Right, which would be Hinduism and
Egyptian.
Egyptian's not a religion, but yeah, whatever they followed. Yeah.
Well, they have the Book of Death in their entire culture. I thought it was a religion.
Book of Death.
Right. Okay. So let's dive into that a little bit. Have I showed you the new stuff, or have you seen the new stuff about the pyramids?
Are you talking about the fucking shit that is built under the pyramids?
Yes.
So that's something that I've been following for a bit that you would probably be able to give me a lot more clarity on. But
Sure.
it's not something that I would say like that completely discounts Christianity at that point.
Right. Well, that's not what I'm trying to say. Okay, I don't know why you're making this definition, and maybe I'm the one that's not right here. But Christianity is Jesus' birth on. So why are you talking about the Old Testament and everything like that being Christianity?
Because it all comes into the codex of the Bible.
Okay.
So the Bible, when we were originally talking, it's like what I was trying to say in the beginning is like you're making the Bible as in this like whole thing that was like, here's the book, here you go. It's like the Bible. If we're talking about the Old Testament, this was way before we could even comprehend Christ's time. You know, way before Acts was made, before Peter and Paul started, like
Mm-hmm.
that was before Christianity.
Right.
Before Peter and Paul and all the
Mm-hmm.
Apocrypha and all Christ was born.
Yep,
all
got
the,
it.
Yeah. So before all that, it was still the Old Testament, and not only that, the Old Testament is still believed by Jews themselves. So it's not only just us that believe in the Old Testament. Jews, the ones that me and you may not have the greatest idea on, they believe in the same Old Testament that we do.
I completely understand that. I don't know where you think I'm confused.
I feel like you keep pulling this idea like we're so separate. And I only say that because of the idea that we originally grew up on the beginning of this chat with Islam. And maybe that's my fault for confusing it, but I thought you were kind of on the opposing side of Islam. I was going to...
we're off of that one. Now we're on talking about how old the planet is and how people are. This is the second time we've had this exact conversation. We're talking about that now, and you.
That's fine, man.
Right, I'm just saying, like, we keep on trying to circle back. I'm just trying to get us back on point what we were originally talking about.
I'm sorry you're jumping to so many different.
I'm not jumping around. You're jumping around.
I'm jumping around.
Yeah, you are.
On the same point of Christianity, you're going from Islam to Judaism to whatever. Now it's
okay. Hold on.
You know, I have to you're asking me of all these points, and I have to be like, okay, let me change this perspective. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like I have to. I'm the one who over here has to actually turn the points. You're the one who's just like, oh, now I'm on this side. Oh, well, actually, fuck Islam. Now I'm on Judaism. Oh, actually, fuck Judaism. Now I'm on how old the Earth is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the one who actually has to fucking switch sides over here.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, let's just go on. Let's move on. If I've been doing that, I apologize. So, all right.
That's fine. Okay, so where are we at now?
I'm trying to make an argument, or at least me say that. God, how do I say this without just fucking rambling? If Christianity includes the Old Testament, I get that because Jesus said that is so. Now, at this... What?
I was just agreeing with you.
Okay. So, when you say all of Christianity, you include the Old Testament. And I know you've made this little side thing, that even if they're Jewish and all that kind of stuff, and they're very bad now. They're definitely not God's chosen people. This, that, and the other. The fact that there's this super old part of the book that might have something to it, specifically the oldest and the weirdest kind of parts of the book that are more vague and a lot more mystical that happen. That could have happened who knows how many actual years ago. Well, who knows what might have actually happened. But when Jesus came to be, he might have been thinking like, I'm thinking so much further than these people. I don't have time to correct every little thing that happened. I have the beliefs, and this is a structure for my people, and they're right about these things, and I did all these things in the Old Testament, but I don't have time to make everything exactly right. Yes, guys, we have the right stuff. Come on, move forward. And from me on, this is my teaching. And even the Gentiles can be a part of this. Everyone can be a part of this, and everyone's fucking pissed about it. So that's this vague old part of history, and our most recent thing that is in stone is that Jesus Christ existed, and a lot of these things happened that were documented, and we can believe.
No.
Okay, why not?
Boom. Okay, who's your idea of God right now? Okay, just fuck every religion. Who's your idea of? Like, let's just put Christianity, let's put all that shit away. Who is the idea? If you could make one specific fucking idea in your head, who would be that God? Okay? And you don't have to say, like, it's this religion's God, it's that religion. Who is the idea? Just describe it. Describe that God real quick.
Master of the universe.
Okay, that's not a... Cool.
Who did you want me to say? Because I was going to say Jesus, and then you said not.
Well, that's fine if you said Jesus or if you said whatever. Master of the universe is kind of every single religion in the world.
Mm-hmm.
God, so it's like doesn't really pinpoint anything down. So if you could say like, who is the God of the universe? Because if you're gonna say it's this one group of people, then you wouldn't be describing the right God. If you were to say it was once this group of people who obviously showed that they are not capable of worshiping this one God, and that he came as a fucking human, flesh of God himself, to die and crucify for himself.
Yeah.
And that all of us could, literally all of us, no matter what race you are, could follow this one fucking God, and he could die for our sins. I would say, okay, that makes sense. Because in my head, there's not a race that is just like, oh, you're that race. Okay, you're that race, you can follow the one true God. It doesn't make sense at that point. In my head, it's like that's what Jews follow at this point. That's what Muslims follow at this point. Christians are the only group of people that can say that no matter what fucking race you are, no matter what fucking asshole piece of shit you are, you can turn your whole life around and follow this one person. John 3:16. No matter who you are, God gave down his only son to die for us, that no matter what, if you believe in him, you will not perish but have eternal life. That in my head, it's just like, I don't know another religion who can just be like, you could be the worst of the worst. Man, you could live the worst life you ever had. As soon as you find out who the one true God is, you can turn to him. You could die the second you find him, and you can just be like, you are the one true God. I give you my whole heart. I give you my whole soul. And
you're not telling me anything I don't know.
Well, actually, I am, because you're playing the part of the Muslim. You're playing the part of the Jew. You're playing the part of every other person who is not the Christian. And I'm saying we have the one religion who can say, you follow this one man, and you will have eternal life. And
he says the world is 10,000 years old or 5,000 years old?
You're really harping on that?
That's just the only thing that we've been talking about. We started talking about the pyramids and stuff, and about how like old things are.
That up maybe for a second.
Well, that's how the conversation twisted, because you're like going on this other things and like describing Christianity to me. I know all these things. I'm talking about why do you believe in the young Earth when there's all these other crazy things going on. And one of the things I was going to bring up is the entrances to all these places that are underneath the pyramid are covered in salt from a giant flood that happened in Egypt.
Okay, yes. Okay,
That would
but
signify that there was a huge population of people before the flood.
Okay, but how many times do I have to say that I am open to the idea of an older Earth than what I believe? I've said that at least
Yeah.
5 times. Like, I'm open to the idea of an older Earth. The only reason why I'm harped on the 10,000 year that I'm harped on
Mm-hmm.
is because of I'm giving the Bible longer time than what it even explains. So I'm giving the Bible, like, and like I said earlier, I don't even know, like, we could say, when did Adam, you could add that in right now. When was Adam born? You could say 5, 6, 7,000 years. Like, I'm giving, like, an older time than that just to give it justice. I'm completely, like, bro, I'm completely open to an older Earth than that. I'm way, way open to an older Earth than that. I don't think that should be the basis of our whole conversation, but I'm completely open to an older Earth than 10,000 years ago. Completely.
Okay. Let me go downstairs and get some water real quick. But I have
Upstairs.
I have a 2-story duplex right now.
Yeah, a 3-story.
It's not like that's a duplex. I don't fucking have a house, dickhead. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
That's funny. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
You there? Are you there?
Did you say who's there?
I was just saying, are you there?
Yeah, I have something to show you, by the way.
You wanna know something cool? My fiance is teaching vacation Bible school.
Dude, your fiance is like the dopest fucking person ever.
But she's about like as far as in her faith as I am, you know. So like we're learning about stuff, and
Yeah.
she's teaching Pentecostal and stuff. She's like, I just had to read it for the first time, and I was like, oh wow, I haven't read it. Can't wait to hear what it's about.
What do you, what's what did she see that you didn't?
She hasn't told me about it yet. I haven't. I mean, I was like, oh, like I'm talking with Scout right now, but I can't wait to hear about it afterwards.
Is it like biblical shit?
Yeah. Am I saying it wrong? Pentecostal part of the book?
No. I mean, that's a sect of Christianity.
No, the Pentecost. Am I saying this wrong? Nicole, the Pentecost? Nicole, the Pentecost? Yeah, Pentecost.
Maybe we can all agree on it.
It commemorates. God, what the fuck? Commemorates the descent of the Holy Spirit upon the apostles and other followers of Jesus in Jerusalem, which is widely considered the birthday of the Christian Church.
Absolutely, I'm right there with her.
Well, she's reading it for the first time, so I've never read it either. So can't wait to hear how she explains it to me.
Well, that's the Book of Acts. Which
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yes, and I want you to read the Book of Acts as soon as you fucking can, because that's the literal birth of Christianity right there.
Well, what I need to do is honestly read the whole New Testament like through.
Oh, totally.
I haven't done that.
I was about to say, like,
I don't think I've actually ever read a whole chapter of the Bible.
I mean, at least of John, right?
I mean, no, I don't think I've ever read like any entire chapter. Like if you were gonna tell me like I made this description like a year or so ago. What just happened?
I'm sharing my screen.
Oh, I heard myself twice. Not anymore. Where I was like talking to some people and I was like me in the Bible, it's almost like as if it was old television and I just kept on turning on the same TV show like Breaking Bad when it was on and or no watching Seinfeld and it'd just be a new episode and like picking up and I'm like I have no idea when this happened. Is this the beginning? Are they friends still? Are they not friends there? When did this happen? When did that happen? And I'm finally like narrowing it down. But I know the best source of figuring that out is just fucking read the goddamn Bible, but I haven't done that.
I mean, yeah. No matter what, you could debate anyone all day as long as you actually know what you're talking about. It doesn't really matter who the opposing side is.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough to back what I'm talking about. I just think that I can always take the moral high ground in an argument.
Well, yes, definitely that, but you definitely have the high ground on what you know. So the argument that we were subsequently having a little bit ago, but we were having this argument, and no matter what it switched to whether it was all the religions, it was only Muslim, it was however long the earth was formed, no matter what, the moral high ground, like, you can always win on that one when it comes to Christianity and Islam, but the moral high ground with it, the high ground with Islam is more the fact that it was made so fucking long after Jesus was like killed and raised from the dead.
Right.
It was made so long after the fact where it's like, how the fuck do you know what the hell he thought? How the fuck do you, Muhammad, how the fuck do you know what he thought? Okay, so you think he thought this. Okay, cool. You think he thought this. Okay, 50 years later, you have sex with a 9-year-old. Okay, sounds good. And you're going to write the Quran of, I can have sex with a 9-year-old. Okay, now we have all these hadiths saying that, okay, you got fucked in the ass. Not only did you get fucked in the ass, you got fucked in the ass by a bunch of black guys. And not only do you get fucked in the ass, Muhammad, by a bunch of black guys, but you think that sperm creates in your rib cage, and not only that, you think the sun sides on the side of the earth. And not only does the sun set on the side of the earth, but it's okay to have sex with your son and son-in-law's wife, and then the second you have sex with her, it's now illegal in the Islamic faith. It's just like, in my mind, bro, Islam, it's the religion for retards. Like, it really is the religion for retards in my head. Like, if you're retarded, if you're a nigger, and like you go to,
Dude.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
You're good. You're good. I mean, I don't think you're good, but I mean, it is what it is. No one's watching, I guess, right now. It's just our grandchildren will have AI pull this up and they'll watch it someday.
I forgot you started shooting. Well, I mean, it's true. I mean, the sad thing about Christianity in America is that a lot of black people like to be like, oh, well, Christianity is the white religion. Okay, so I'm going to follow a different religion. I'm going to follow Islam. Just a second.
Yeah.
And my buddy, who I was talking to you about earlier, that's the whole reason why he follows Islam.
It's because of what?
It's because of it's a white religion. Christianity is a white religion. Okay, I'm going to follow the second best.
It's definitely not a... Well, I've always put it in this perspective of like, I say I've recently in the past year or so had this perspective of like, it's like a rock, paper, scissors game where...
I'm sorry, by the way. I wasn't aware that you were true.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, there's no consequences right now, really. You know what I mean? It's not like I have 1,000 people here going like, holy shit, I'm turning you in. Yeah, I mean, if I ever started getting hundreds of streamers, I'd just delete all my old videos and start over. Come on. Oh, yeah, so it's like it's like rock, paper, scissors. Judaism goes, we're the oldest, and we are, we have the most credibility. Christianity gets to go, everyone's invited, and we're the best moral people. Muslim get to go.
Christianity has the most credibility.
I know. I'm just having to. I'm trying to tell you a different perspective. Don't go overload on the Christianity. I'm not.
Sorry.
Okay. Christianity is the most moral, and whatever else I said, I can't remember what I fucking said. Moral and pretty much has the best people, and then thirdly is Muslims, and you can be like, this is the newest and most recently written down thing, and that's where it goes like, okay, if we were playing rock, paper, scissors, everyone has one kind of point. Not that I believe this, I'm just saying in the argument amongst these spaces, if you have a Jew, a Muslim, and a Christian in a room, it'll always go in this circular motion because it's rock, paper, scissors on everybody else.
Okay, go on.
Does that make sense as a concept?
I didn't really see the end-all, be-all of your point. But...
That it never gets anywhere in an argument is that people have their different stuff. Like if you're a devout Jew or a devout Muslim, you have like your talking points. Like I could be like, if I was a Muslim, go, your shit is so old, you didn't even hear the new prophet. And if they're like, your shit's just new made up shit, they warned us about new prophets. Our shit's older than yours. We have got a lot more credibility than you guys. Like, you could have that perspective fighting with each other.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing when it comes to Judaism is they're so focused on the law of Moses. And
I am the law of Moses.
Well, even past the law of Moses.
Have you seen that clip?
The Talmud is a very core, essential value of Judaism faith. And that was a lot of Pharisees talking to each other. And a lot of it was about how our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was not the Son of God. And so, if we're looking, bro, like let's put religion out of it real quick. Like, okay, so we have these group of people who literally live and die on the fucking side of like Jesus was totally not the fucking son of God. Not
Mm-hmm.
only was he not the son of God, but he was a radical. Like he
Yeah.
just nowhere close. Like just he was a nothing. Like let's just
Mm-hmm.
say he was nothing.
For sure.
Okay, now they got this fucking country, which us as American and to be honest, mostly Britain is to thank for Israel. So totally, Israel is now this country right now, and
Mm-hmm.
we're in the middle of a shitstorm because Islamic countries are surrounding them. In my opinion, I would put my hands up and let see whoever fucking wins the war, but
We
obviously that's
can't
Ukraine.
though. We
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
though. You know why we
right.
can't though, right?
No.
Because like the Samson Act, it's this thing that uh, Israel has. I think it's called the Samson Act. Let me look real quick. No, Samson Act. Samson Law. Yes. So this is what it is: an unconfirmed military strategy in which Israel would allegedly launch massive nuclear retaliation strikes as a last resort if the state were facing imminent annihilation. So if they were like they've threatened, Israel has threatened the UK and different countries in there that if we get fucking taken over and y'all stop helping us, we'll just fucking launch nukes everywhere and fuck everybody up. So fucking protect us, or we're fucking everyone up and everyone's going down with us. Hello?
I'm trying to remember the name of the boat that they hit.
Liberty, the USS Liberty.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what you were just saying reminds me very much of this.
Mm-hmm.
They were too close to their perimeters.
Oh, I know about the USS Liberty.
Yeah, it was before 9/11. This is like.
It's in the
9/11
60s.
before 9/11. And dude, this killed multiple people.
Yeah, I know.
These fucking Jews killed.
Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're probably behind 9/11.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for the fact that I work in the same fucking military these motherfuckers killed people in. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a very strong heart to when it comes to this shit.
Do you know the I mean, I'm sure you know this, but the scene from Kingdom of Heaven?
You're talking about when I will send my best research.
Nope, not that one. The other, there's only like two really iconic clips from that movie, and the other one, not that one, but the other
The
one.
chess one?
Yes,
Yeah.
where he's
The
like,
world lies in your hands.
no, he's like, your soul is in your hands. He's like, it doesn't matter who has told you cannot go to your maker and say I did this because someone told me so. Like, your morality lies with you.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
I don't know that song.
There's no way you don't know that song.
Oh, I actually know it. Now it's coming to me, but I don't remember that being in that clip.
You sure? You see my stream, right?
Yes, I do. I hear myself twice. Hold on. I don't know how. You should just send me a link.
No, you should just watch my stream. You see it, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing your Discord. You're sharing Discord.
Well,
Okay.
you see it now, right?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. I don't see it.
Yeah, you do, dude.
I promise I don't fucking see it. I'm not lying to you.
Calling me the N-word.
What? I don't see anything,
No,
dude.
actually,
You know what? I got something for you. I'm gonna send this to you.
Brandon, I'm looking at my Discord from the call we're having, and I literally see what I'm trying to show you.
I don't
You can
see
have sex with
anything on
yourself all
Discord.
you want, but
Well, okay. I'm gonna send this funny video to you.
yeah, you know what? How about we join your server? Can we do that?
Yep, sure can.
Barbecue, bacon, burger. Barbecue, bacon, burger. Barbecue, barbecue, bacon, burger. Barbecue,
Wait, do you see
bacon,
my shit now?
burger.
Yes, I do.
Barbecue, bacon, burger.
How do you not know this song?
Oh, she's gassy.
You hear it?
Mm-hmm.
That's you. That's not her.
That's not me, that's the baby.
Martha. This is a wife comes here.
Isaac.
Euro rock.
This is a band you're trying to show me right now?
This is Euro pump.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard this. Stop it. I'm gonna stop watching.
Alright, stop it.
Good.
What do you mean good? That's the best song in the world. Me and Brooklyn listen to that every time we ride in the car.
Well, that's a good song then for that. But
It is, man. I'm raising my daughter right.
well, I don't want to listen to it right now. Unless she was here dancing to it. But what's that?
Wait, who's dancing to it?
Brooklyn was dancing to it.
She likes to spin. She spins.
Nice.
So, here's a lot of the questions that you were asking if you want to see this. Bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, you don't, but this is a good example to what you were asking earlier.
Well,
Man,
it's not live.
you don't see it, bro?
Yes, I see it. How long is it?
I haven't even started it. I was waiting for you to give me the okay.
Go. 9 minutes?
It's not even that long. Just,
I'm not watching this for 9 minutes. I give you 30 seconds.
If you don't trust the Bible and ancient texts, what could make you believe in the resurrection?
If you don't, well, I guess my question would be, why wouldn't you trust these ancient texts if you evaluate them and you come to the conclusion they're historically reliable? Why would this be invented? That kind of thing. Go ahead.
You don't come to the conclusion that they're historically reliable.
Okay, my question would be, why do you think they're not?
Because they were written 100, 200 years later.
Later than what?
Later than when Jesus was crucified.
Where did you come up with those dates?
Google.
Huh?
I just looked it up. It was like 100. It was written, or published, the Hebrew Bible was published around 100 AC. He was killed in 30 AC. If you only, the life expectancy is probably shorter than that. And instead of published, so that's like 7 years. They were already 30 or 40, so they're either old and senile or dead. So
Run those dates by me again.
it was 100, 100.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay. Okay, you said 30 seconds. I was there.
When the Hebrew Bible was published about, because we don't actually know. And then 30
No,
when he was
the
killed,
Hebrew
he
Bible.
said
You mean the Old Testament?
no, it said, well, how would they publish the Old Testament after Esther died?
No, we have Old Testament documents prior to Jesus.
Okay.
We have the Septuagint, which was 250 BC. So that's 250 years prior to Jesus. We have the whole. We have Dead Sea Scrolls. We have a scroll, the entire book of Isaiah from like 150 BC. So the Old Testament's written before Jesus. You get that, right?
Yeah, but when was
Okay.
it published? Do you know?
What do you mean published?
Well, yeah, I can show you what it said. Like, it
Well,
said it was.
if it's on the internet, it's got to be true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when was the Bible published?
Okay. First of all, the documents we call the New Testament were written anywhere between, say, 40 AD and I believe 70 AD. Okay? Jesus was crucified in 33 AD. Okay? Now, the sources inside those documents go all the way back to the event of the resurrection itself. In fact, the earliest evidence for the resurrection is recorded in a passage we call 1 Corinthians 15, verses 3 to 8.
And this was written right after Acts, which is what I've been trying to get you to read for a while.
I gotcha.
Where Paul says, what I received of first importance I pass on to you. So Paul is writing in about 55 AD to the church at Corinth in Greece, and he's quoting a section that was memorized that even atheistic scholars agree goes all the way back near 33 AD. And that section talks about who Jesus appeared to after he was resurrected. So, despite the fact that Paul is writing it in 55 AD, about 22 years after the resurrection event, the data that Paul is writing down goes all the way back to the event itself. It would be like today if you wanted to write a history of, say, 9/11, which is 22 years ago, and you went and interviewed eyewitnesses. Some of them are in this room. And they told you what happened. Would it matter that you wrote it 22 years later? Or would the source from the event itself be authoritative?
You could lose it in translation from what they saw memorized for 20 years and then you publish.
You could misremember things, but there's something known as an impact event. An impact event is something you don't forget. You might forget what you had for breakfast this morning, but you won't
Okay.
forget something that happened 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Unless he starts citing more, really, he's arguing belief now. I don't want to hear him argue belief. That you can't argue belief.
What is Christianity at that point?
Say that again.
What is Christianity at that point?
I mean, what is anything without belief? But I mean, if someone believes in something else, what's happening here, and there's an actual opportunity, is that like even atheism is a religion. So like you're gonna have these points with like if you come from a position of nothing, you might actually be able to get a point across where it like means something to someone that has no belief. But if someone has an opposite belief of you, when it's like it's an actual religion, I think it'd be pretty hard for them to step outside of that conversation. But this is an example of an atheist talking to someone.
No, that's where it goes to. Is exactly what you're saying. That's where it gets to.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then it becomes this thing of like whose belief is like better than the other. Well, yeah, right. It is. It's chronological for sure. I'm gonna kind of reel us back to a different conversation we were having earlier, and I kind of want to get your thoughts on what my thesis on human history.
that you don't want to see the rest of this?
We can watch the rest of it. I'm happy to watch the rest of it, but I just know it's an argument on belief instead of like timelines for the rest of it.
50, 60 years ago, if you're old enough. Now, you're not. There may be a couple of us in here that are this old. Let me ask a question. Only a few of you are going to raise your hand. How many people in here can remember where you were and what you were doing November 22nd, 1963? Raise your hand and hold it up. See these people with their hands up? These people are very old. Okay? November 22nd, 1963 is my earliest memory. I was 2 years old and 2 days. And I'm standing in the living room in our home in Wanamassett, New Jersey, and my mother is sitting on an ottoman in front of a black and white TV, weeping uncontrollably. Mommy, what's the matter? They killed the president. They killed the president. President Kennedy assassinated that day. I can still see in my mind right now my mother when she was 26 years old sitting on that ottoman. She's 86 today, but I can see her when she was 26. I remember what I said to her. And I remember what she said to me. And that was 60 years ago. Where were you when the second plane hit the tower? You remember where you were and what you were doing. Why? Because it was an impact event. Now, if Jesus rose from the dead, do you think that would have been an impact event?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they would have forgotten about it? Do you think they would have any trouble remembering what he said and did?
Possibly.
Probably not, right? Yeah. So just like you can interview people here today about 9/11 and get an accurate account, so could the New Testament writers, and many of them were eyewitnesses themselves. So I don't know where you're reading this kind of thing, but the New Testament documents are written within the lifetime of the eyewitnesses, by eyewitnesses or people that knew eyewitnesses. For example, Luke, who was a doctor and interviewed eyewitnesses, actually puts forth a very accurate account of what he said he saw, and you can verify this by looking at archaeological remains and geographic remains and topography from the Gospel of Luke and also the book of Acts. In fact, there's 84 details in the book of Acts alone that have been proven to be eyewitness data just from chapter 13 to chapter 28, the end of the book. Luke was actually traveling with Paul. He's an eyewitness of that period. So
he says that in the
right.
book
of
Acts.
If this was 100 or 200 years later, we might be skeptical of it. But when we have eyewitnesses and eyewitness data that can be confirmed, that's telling us that this really could be true. Let me say one.
So I can continue this, but when we're going head-to-head on Islamic Muslim belief and Christianity belief, we're talking about, in my perspective, we're talking about, on my side, a book that is written from eyewitnesses, and not only from eyewitnesses, from someone who interviewed eyewitnesses to say, this is what happened. Not only this is what happened, but this is what people that saw what happened say what happened. And then I know you don't believe in Islam, but we're playing your side. On the other side of someone 500 years ago, okay, this is what we say what happened. Absolutely no fucking authority on that side, but we're playing that side out real quick.
Another thing, we just did a podcast on this 2 days ago. It's the podcast up right now, and I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. There have been 7 people associated with the crucifixion of Jesus found in archaeology. 7 of them, including Jesus himself. Jesus, Caiaphas, Simon of Cyrene, Pilate, Herod, Peter.
Josephus is the last one. Josephus.
And one other I can't remember right now. 7 names from the 1st century have been found in the dirt that are mentioned in the crucifixion account of Jesus. All told, there are more than 30 names in the New Testament that have been found in archaeology and other writings from the time. This is not an invented story. Go ahead.
But that, just because they're names there doesn't mean he rose from the dead.
No, it doesn't. But it does show that they're telling historical facts. And so, if people can be trusted on where you can verify them, you probably ought to trust them where you can. Now, if Jesus really did rise from the dead, would you follow him?
Yeah. With I knew you said you were gonna ask this earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Well, how much reading have you really done on this?
Not a ton.
Okay, so think about it, just
Yeah.
for a second, and regardless of whether he rose from the dead or not. Let's just think about it this way: Jesus of Nazareth, inarguably, is the most influential human being in history. True?
Yeah.
Okay.
Christianity.
Now, if we're going to consider ourselves people who are going to follow the truth wherever it leads, you have to at least check this out, right? You have to do some reading. You have to try and figure out, did this really happen? Otherwise, if we don't, I don't think we can really consider ourselves people who are pursuing truth. We may be pursuing what we want to pursue, but we're not really pursuing truth. You have to investigate the great figures of history, especially Jesus. Because if Jesus rose from the dead, most important fact in history. If he didn't rise from the dead, irrelevant. Got to check it out, right? Check out, not just my book, there are many other books out there. All right?
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What do you think, man?
I like it. Very cool. He made some really good points. He also he lost his speech in a couple of spots that I didn't like, but well, no, just like where he was kind of figuring out, like where you were filling in Josephus for him. But it doesn't matter. Like I could tell that I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna hate this. That was a great clip, but mostly because that very fragile human that was asking the questions. Like that was a layup for that guy to like fucking throw Jesus right in his face, and it worked. And I mean, it should work, but I'm just saying, like that guy was like lost and needed Jesus in that fucking conversation.
Yeah. Well, that's one of those like leftist atheists who I have nothing to know about this religion, but shit on it, and then you actually know Jesus? Okay, well you drop his name, and I'm gonna look at it.
There's this guy that I do jiu-jitsu with, and I'm friends with him, and we're both black belts in jiu-jitsu.
You're a black and red, right?
No, I'm not a black belt. I'm just a black belt.
You're a fucking red. Shut the fuck up.
I think you have to get like 10 years before you get red, or
Dude,
25 years before you get red.
What's his name? Who's that loser that I even choked out?
Delua?
Bro, I choked him out like 3 times, bro.
No shit.
There's no way he's red belt.
Well, yeah, that's just because you're like a black belt for a certain amount of time. I ran into him at the gym like a couple months ago, and he was like, "What's going on with your brother?" I was like, "He's in the fucking Navy."
Okay.
Really?
Yes, really. The only reason I say that is because fucking people that I worked with in HVAC after that said, I'm in jiu-jitsu, and I fucking went into my gym with the blue. I choked him out twice. He's a fucking black belt, and he was talking shit to me like I can't do that type of move. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Delua that's his identity, but he's not the best at. I don't know. He's made it his whole persona, and that's of course all he has to live on. But dude, like I was tapping him as a blue belt. I mean, and then like I had dinner or lunch with a old coach like a year and a half ago with Nicole, and we sat down and had lunch with this guy.
Showtime, like
what
commercial?
A what?
Yeah. The guy who pulled you into what was it called? Case Quest. Yeah, Case Quest.
No. It's just no, not King, not anything like that. It's a different coach,
okay.
But it was a guy that I used to train with Delua when I was like 18, 19, and I would go all the way to San Antonio. I'd ride the motorcycle or Dad's truck all the way to San Antonio, and then jump in a truck with someone else, and then go to this Fight Factory place in downtown San Antonio. And Delua was one of the guys there. And Delua was also training at Seguin MMA. That's his gym over there. But we were all going over there to train together with these other Brazilian guys. One guy was in Rio fights, and I ran into him again in Thailand, which is fucking crazy.
Thailand?
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. Yeah, I know. But so I was going in there fighting with these guys and doing MMA, and I was like going toe to toe, if not winning, with all of them, and they're like the same size as me. And then, lo and behold, whenever like Delua always, they're all fucking Brazilian, but Delua always had like this love hate thing with me, and he would like punish me and make me do stuff, and but he also like would be like, good job here or something like that. But he fucking did not like me. But okay, that's Delua. Then whenever I was talking with our old coach, like a year ago, he was like, "Yeah, he hated you," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, "Yeah, well, he always thought that like I was just bringing you in there to beat him up, and so you were just like he was just bringing me there, like you were just there to beat up Delua, and it wasn't helping him become a better pro fighter." And he was like telling him, this guy's like 18 years old. If you can't beat up an 18-year-old, you're not going to be able to fight another 30-year-old. Like this, like you at least have to beat this guy. It's not all true, but like that's like the mindset. But it was like I never knew that Delua always thought that I was someone brought in just to kick his ass. And so now I understood.
That is exactly who you were brought in to do.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that that's the I didn't know that I didn't come in with that position, and no one else had the position. Only he had that opinion.
Bro, even Marcella, like no, not Marcella. Who was the guy that took the Lewis gem from him?
Marco?
Marco, bro. Every time I went to the fucking gym when Marco owned it, it felt like Marco was throwing you towards the gym. It really did.
Throwing me towards the gym? What does that mean?
Every time I went to fucking jiu-jitsu practice, it felt like he was throwing you to be like the top guy.
I was the top guy at that time there, but so was Marco.
I'm saying like, yes, but I'm trying to say like, if Marco owns the gym at that point, who is he gonna throw? Oh, he's gonna throw his top guy, like obviously.
Oh.
But like, yeah, that was here's my top boy.
Bro, Delua could not perform under pressure.
Ass, bro. I'm saying about that, like, not even not only red belt, like.
If you get your black belt after a certain amount of time, you just get your red belt. Like it's just, dude, I mean, it sucks, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's great, but I've choked Delua out like at least 3 times. It was just to a point where it was like, not only, I mean, black belt definitely makes a statement, but this guy doesn't know how to play it. You know what I mean? Like, I may be wrong, but like I definitely put my weight on Delua to the point where he was like, stop. Stop. You're not supposed to do leg work. I'm not supposed to do a guillotine? Okay. I'm not supposed to do a fucking triangle hold? Okay. And then I fucking work in HVAC, and I work with a guy who also does fucking jiu-jitsu, and I talk to him, hey, have you ever worked with a guy named Delua? Oh yeah, we work at Gold Gym all the time. Every time I fight with him, every time I do leg work, every time I fucking do a triangle hold on him, he says, it's not allowed while we're rolling. And I'm like, bro, he says the same thing to me. Like, bro, how are we in the same position?
Yeah.
This fucking, like, this guy does not know how to fucking fight a leg guard. He can't fight a half guard. He can't fight a leg guard. He can't fight a fucking full guard if you're on top of him. Like, bro, I used to look at Delua like this was the guy who like could steer me in the right direction. But every time I talk to someone who knows him and knows who have fought with him, every single guy I know who have talked to him has beaten him in a fucking leg guard. It's just like, damn, bro, like I can't even talk to you. I might as well talk to my brother Boone at this point. It's like you lose every fight.
Yeah, he lost one of his like pro fights while he was like around in 2013, 14, whenever that time period was, and yeah, but he lost an MMA fight. It might have been his MMA debut. I'm not sure, but he lost it in this last fight he had. He lost it.
Oh, I can't even imagine him fighting actually punches.
Right, he was bad, but he lost it in the first round against a white belt by armbar.
Oh, yep, believe it.
Yeah.
Totally fucking believe it. Yeah.
The guy was an MMA guy, so like he was like a guy that was trained in MMA. But this just kind of tells you how much the belts don't necessarily matter. But
Well, once you get to purple, right?
it doesn't necessarily matter all the way through. Like, I don't get tapped by white belts,
White,
but
obviously, but orange you probably sometime could get tapped, right?
orange. I think like you're using the wrong vocabulary in some of these things. But
I'm an orange belt.
not anymore. That's not how that works.
I still have my orange belt. Well,
Yeah, that's not how that works
you're
anymore.
right. No, you're right.
So it goes
Last
white.
that I got before.
This is all before the age of like 14 is like you're going to orange belt, but you would automatically.
I'm sorry, that was the age I was before.
I know, I totally fucking know. I'm just saying, like you're a little, like you're saying like leg guard and stuff like that. Like that's not a real term. It's not a real term.
Well,
like,
for Delua it is. For
No.
Delua it is.
no, it's not. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Really?
No.
When I was a white belt, I would roll with Delua, and he would say I couldn't give him a leg guard. He said it was illegal.
Well, there's a leg lock. There's
Dude,
a leg hold.
Multiple leg locks. He said it wasn't allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do leg locks at your competition style. Like if you like, you're not allowed to do leg locks.
At a white?
No, you can't do leg locks
At a
until.
three-stripe white.
No, you can't do leg locks until I think brown belt, maybe purple belt actually in competition.
Fuck. Okay. All right, go on. Cool.
Well,
That's
I'm not.
bullshit. In my opinion, that's bullshit. But yeah.
That's just the way it is in competition. That's not everywhere.
Right, but how, okay, if me and let's say Delua at that point is a one stripe red black belt, and I'm a fucking whatever the fuck. If I give him in a fucking leg lock, do I not win, or is that illegal at that point?
No, it's just not a very admirable way to win because you are going as a warrior, I guess. A moral compass. You're not thinking about this correctly. So you're going against somebody who knows more than you, and he's giving guidelines for somebody who's not experienced, such as purple and below, because there are actual rules that protect you from getting hurt. And he's trying to hold on, and he's playing with you to see what you can do and to teach you what you can inside the rules that you have to play in, and then you pull out a move that he was not thinking of, and maybe he put a leg in a position just so you could work a different thing, but you decided to pull a cheap shot on him.
I never thought that you would be on the Lewis side.
In this particular situation, like if I was rolling with a fucking white belt and he was like threw an ankle lock on me and started ripping on my ankle, I'd be like, fucking stop that shit right now. That's not. I might slap you.
Okay, I got you, but we're talking about someone that I worked in the same gym with. The guy. Like, you did too, bro. Like we worked in the same gym with this guy.
I'm not saying he's great. I tapped him like multiple times as a blue belt, but I'm gonna say this as well. I've tapped.
How did I, as an orange belt, like okay, like hold on, I'm not trying to shit on him because he could beat my fucking ass in a fight probably, but I'm trying to say like, how am I to pull up and just hit him in a position to where he says, that's not allowed, stop, and at that point, this is the guy who runs the gym in my head. I have to let go.
Of course you do.
My bad, Delua. My bad.
Yeah, of course you do.
You know what I mean? And I have to, eventually at the end of the night, gotta go home back to Dad's house. Like, I feel like I could have choked out Delua right there.
Well, did you choke him out or did you attack his legs?
No, I did, but he could have tapped. But in my head, it's just like, as a 16-year-old, 18-year-old, whatever the fuck I was. I'm just like, I could have really choked out my coach. And in my head, it's just like, I could have done that, but like, that's the guy who's trained me. Him and Boone have trained me everything I know. It's like, every time they tell me let go, I'm gonna let go because they,
this is what you need to like. Hey, do you ever play tic-tac-toe with your daughter and you know how to win every single time?
No.
Sorry?
I said, "Durr." Can I
Duh.
beat a 3-year-old 8-year-old at a fucking tic-tac-toe match? Yes, Boone. I can obviously.
Well, okay. I'm trying to make an example of like a younger person that's in your life. So I don't know about any other people that are under probably the age of 12
It's just
that are around you. Okay, exactly. So I've got not only fucking our nieces at Ryan's place, but then also Nicole's got
How
4.
often do you go to Ryan's?
I see them maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times a year.
That's fucking great for you, man.
Well, thanks, man. But I've also got Nicole's family too, and she's got 4 nephews, and they're all under the age of like 8, 9 years old. They're all boys. Like, it's crazy. So, so if I'm gonna play like tic tac toe or something with these kids, they don't know about if the person that gets the 3 corners first, no matter what situation, they win. You know that strategy in tic tac toe?
No, not at all.
Oh my god, do I have to kick your ass in tic tac toe right now?
You might have to.
You have to be first, and if you're playing tic tac toe, if you hit 3 corners of the square, you automatically win. No, sorry. That's not true. It's if you get center. No, it's 3 corners, or it's a triangle shape.
Left, right. Center, left, right. Am I tripping? Or...
Yeah, sure. Center, top left, top right, or top left, top right, bottom
no,
right.
No.
Okay, how do we play fucking tic-tac-toe right now? Discord.
Dude, do you want me to shit on you and take that right now?
I don't want to.
That's what we're going to right now. I am better. What do you know about Homelander, bro? Good.
What the fuck? I know about the show. I haven't watched the past 2 seasons, but I got it.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Get in here.
Hey, Ben.
What?
Could I show you something?
No, we're playing tic-tac-toe. I invited you in Discord.
Oh, my bad. Alright, check it out. I'm gonna shit on you. Access your username, avatar, and banner. Join server for you. Create commands and send direct messages.
I don't know what you're clicking on, but if you just go into the general channel, there's an invitation to play tic-tac-toe.
Alright, are we in it together?
Nope.
Dude, I'm about to fucking shit on you.
Stop streaming.
I'm not streaming.
You're streaming live in Discord right now. Your screen right now. Your
I'm
search.
sharing my screen to you.
Yeah, turn that
I'm
off.
not-
Oh, now he's gone. Oh, he's back.
Yes, because I was trying to show you something. You can join activity. Take that.
There we go. Come on. Why is this not working?
European French.
English.
Join
CA.
lobby or rejoin un party.
No, click on fucking French and then scroll down to English.
Party. Create un lobby or rejoin un party.
Dude, you know what you need to do?
Which one would you like me to do?
Your next paycheck, buy a fucking PC.
I'm gonna kill myself.
The only reason we're doing this is so that... Okay, fucking, he's in here. God dang.
I'm in, right?
Yes, you're fucking in here. Okay, go.
Oh my god, you think you're so cool? Bro, you're about to get cooked, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, have sex with your black self. Okay, you lost, bro.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Oh, bro. Here's the thing, Boone. We both...
I only clicked one! Just do something!
both know how to win, and we're both going the same route.
I agree with you here, but this is something that I explained to you and you didn't understand the concept of.
Just pick the fucking route.
What happens now? I win.
Have a sex with yourself, nigga.
Dude, don't stop, Chris. See, yeah, do you know why? Because I have a better strategy and I know how to play it better than you do. That's okay, but if you were to just click, like, I'm trying to make the comparison that if you were to just click 2 squares at the same time to win the game, that would be the comparable to you grabbing onto ankle, like, to Delua's ankle.
So you're gay.
No, you're fucking gay. That's what the fuck is up.
So if I were to beat you right now,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't swallow your words. You're a cat scanner. It's not my fault that you're a fucking cat scanner. It's fine.
What is a cat scanner?
It's where nobody wins the round.
Look who won that one.
I gave you that one. Yeah, go have sex with yourself. You don't know how the game's supposed to be played, bro.
I won again.
Yeah, you don't know how the game's
I won! On the left! I won!
Yeah, go take a hike, bro.
Alright. Leave activity.
Dude, not leave activity, you fucking kicked my ass. Yeah, I don't know.
Get out of here. How do I get out of here? That's a
Wait, hold on.
leave that server. Do I what?
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Boone, you beat me at Connect 4. What did that even prove?
That was tic-tac-toe.
You just know, whatever.
That was tic-tac-toe.
I want to prove to myself that I'm better than my 7-year-old younger brother.
No, you asshole. I was trying to make the comparison, like, and you're like, and
Hey, guess what? You're
okay,
worse.
okay.
Hey, guess what, Scout? You're better. You're
Hey.
worse than the Connect 4.
Hey, idiot. Get out of tic-tac-toe.
What was that? Am I not out?
No, it doesn't matter, though.
No. This is a lesson game, Scout. We're teaching you a lesson.
Where did that come from?
This is the learning game.
Whoever said that?
You don't like that?
I just don't understand the concept.
They just concept?
Yeah, you were talking about how it wasn't a big deal with Delua attacking his legs, and I was
Whatever,
saying,
dude. We're talking about a fucking. Alright, you can win that one.
what?
You can win that.
Are you drunk right now?
I've drank a couple beers, but I'm not like really drunk. Okay, here's the difference. You're equating to a fucking actual jiu-jitsu fight between a fucking tic-tac-toe Connect 4.
Yeah, I was trying to dumb it down for you.
Oh, you were trying to dumb it down for me. Like, I'm a fucking retard.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't see what's wrong with attacking someone's legs when they're not expecting it.
Oh my god. Dude, I might have to kill you.
No, you have no fucking brain. There's no way you understand what's happening.
Dude, you know what sucks the most is that, like, I feel like you give Delua a lot more credit than I do.
No, I feel really bad for that guy. He was not the coolest guy to me, but he also wasn't the worst guy to me either.
okay, well, I thought he was super cool, but in my head, I thought he was so cool to the point where like I could never beat that guy. And then I started working in HVAC, and I worked with like 3 different people who also did jujitsu. They all told me, boom. They all told me the exact. Yeah, I rolled with Delua. He came to Gold Gym. He came to Sakine MMA. He came to all these gyms. I rolled with him. I gave him a leg guard. He said, "Hey, you're not allowed to do that," and then we couldn't fight.
Yeah,
Bro,
because
I talked to 3 different people who said the exact same thing. I was like, "Wait, really?" Because I got them in a leg guard. I got them in a fucking triangle hold.
leg guard is not a real term. Like, no one has ever said leg guard in jiu-jitsu. No one says that.
Anyways, I got him in a fucking triangle hold that he couldn't get out of, and he told me I wasn't allowed to do that.
So you had his arm and his head in between your legs.
And he said I wasn't allowed to do that as a fucking yellow belt.
That I'm gonna fucking say I don't know, but I don't believe that's true. I don't believe.
Before I hit orange belt, I stopped jiu-jitsu at orange.
Yeah,
And
well,
he said I wasn't allowed.
don't tell that to people.
I live across the country from you and everyone I ever knew, but okay. But
No, I mean, like, you don't want to say orange belt because it'll be like, oh, it's like Taekwondo kind of stuff. It's lesser than.
what are you talking about?
Just saying, dude. Just saying.
What do you mean you're just saying?
I'm just saying,
That's the
man.
belt I ended on.
All right. Live your truth, dude. Live your truth.
No, I'm actually curious. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, if like someone goes like, yeah, I know
I'm a
jujitsu.
white belt. I'm a yellow belt. Like,
I mean,
no,
you're
I did
so.
orange belt. I'm gonna say I'm an orange belt.
Hold
I
on.
did that.
Listen to me. I'm saying that if you go and you say, hey, yeah, I know all this about jujitsu, or I did all these things in jujitsu, and they're like, cool, what belt did you get to? And you're like, orange. I'm like, oh, you're not even blue. Like, you're white and 3/4. You know what I mean? Like, it's
No,
just.
nigga.
Okay. But also, I would say if I was old Astalua and I was rolling with some dudes that were way bigger and stronger than me, and they started attacking my ankles, I'd be tapping really quick, or saying, "Hey, you can't." Like, I would tap him, and be like, "Dude, you cannot just like attack my ankles like that. You like
Quinn,
that."
you
Like,
fucking underestimated me since the moment I was born.
what the fuck are you talking about? Do not go down this path.
We're going down this path.
I'm gonna hang up the phone call because it doesn't go anywhere good.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't want to talk about that.
Why?
Okay, we're not talking about that. I'm gonna go downstairs and grab a sandwich real quick. I'll be right back.
Talk about a lot of stuff to stop at that one. Boone, you're a shit. Boone? Boone?
Alright. We should play something.
You gonna respond?
To what? You're still playing tic-tac-toe?
No, I mean the strawberry.
What do you mean respond? What are you talking about?
I said I'm eating a strawberry.
You said, are you going to respond?
Yes, because I asked you a question, which I forgot.
Forget the question. Let's play a video game. Let's play Backrooms.
Well, how about no?
Okay.
Well, yes, I'm totally down for that. Can we play the part where we can watch this video?
What video?
It's Nabil.
What are you talking about?
Are we not sharing screen anymore?
No, you were playing tic-tac-toe, not sharing your screen.
God, ain't I the biggest bitch in the world?
No, you just don't know how to use a computer.
I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, first you should cancel out of the game. It's probably going to be a right click on those blocks next to your name.
Probably gonna be alright. Let me me just teach you how to do that.
The thing in your right hand is a mouse.
I don't even have that, bro.
Really? Do you not? You're using the little pad?
Yeah.
Okay. On the bottom right side of your pad, once your cursor is okay. Okay, he's back. You don't have to get out and in to clear it.
Can you see this?
No, you're sharing the Discord. You're not sharing the other's window.
Here we go.
Yep, got it now. Oh my god, another one. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So being a Muslim, as already mentioned, my main problem is with the Christian doctrine of godhood of Jesus. So there's a couple of questions that are related. First of all, I find this concept logically fallacious. Like there are many aspects to its logical fallacy, as in maybe one of them could be that how can God be finite and then infinite at the same time? Like this is like it's like saying that there could exist a square circle. It's a logical fallacy. Right? So when we say that Jesus was God or Son of God, we are actually saying that God existed in finitude during the life of Jesus, and He also is infinite at the same time. This is logically fallacious. Now, because you are like you're coming from a historical standpoint.
Did you want me to respond to that, or you?
It's a relate. Like the same question continuing. So, because you're coming at it from a historical standpoint, another thing that adds, like the historical evidence that adds, like that supports this argument, is that the concept of Trinity, the word Trinity itself, it doesn't appear as a theological term till near the end of the 2nd century after Jesus. So it was first used as trias by Theophilus, the bishop of Antioch, in AD 180. So we can, and like adding up to that, when you refer to Mark chapter 14, verse 62, which is what you say is the proof that Jesus claimed to be God, are you really applying the same criteria of objectivity that you were applying previously to the Quran when interpreting this as meaning that Jesus is claiming himself to be God?
About to show the
Because
same
if
criteria.
you look at it completely objectively, looking at the entire text, like there is nothing in the entire text that's saying that Jesus claimed to be God, and in fact the verse that you yourself quote is actually saying Son of Man. So I mean, I
These are great
think you get
questions. Don't go anywhere. What's your name?
Munzir.
Munzir. Where are you from?
I'm from Pakistan.
Pakistan. बहुत खुशी हुई आपसे मिलके. I had the exact same questions when I was when I practiced Islam. What I want to point out is that first and foremost, what we have to see is what Jesus claimed for himself. Now, the secondary stuff that follows, the theological unfolding or unpacking of what he said, we can spend years and years debating what it means. But what did he say about himself? That's the first thing we want to look at. So, again, that's a historical perspective. Theologians argue all day long, back and forth, back and forth. You know, theologians argue all the time, and I just sit back and watch and smile because you can't really prove it one way or another. But when it comes to historical events, we can show with relative degrees of certainty, if the evidence is good, if the records are good, what the most likely conclusion is. So first, and let me give you an answer before, if you feel like interjecting, we can talk afterwards. First, I want to point out you are absolutely right. The term Trinity is not used till the end of the 2nd century. What is the doctrine of God called in the Quran? In Islam, what is the doctrine of God called? Tawheed. Is that in the Quran? No, the word Tawheed.
The word Tawheed is a derived word from Ahad.
Alhamdulillah, good. So you understand the word Tawheed is not itself in the Quran. In the same way, the word Trinity is not itself in the Bible. This doesn't pose a problem. The Shahada is not found in the Quran. You have the components of the Shahada in the Quran, but you do not, you do not have La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah in that way found in the Quran. The the components are found in the Quran. With the Trinity, the components are found in the Bible. So,
the word Tawheed does appear in the Hadith.
oh, that's great, but it's not in the
Just
Quran.
narrations of the Prophet.
And the Hadith is much later. So we're looking at you asked for the Bible, and we have within the early canonical tradition, people calling a God, a Trinity, in the early canonical tradition. In fact, much closer to Jesus' time than the Hadith were to Muhammad's time. So whichever way you stack it, when you're consistent, you end up with a stronger case for the Trinity, for Jesus' deity. Now I want to continue on to your next part of your question, which is Jesus finite
Do you understand that?
Yes, keep going.
or infinite? The argument is that Jesus is, actually I'm going to pose it in a slightly different way. Can Allah come onto this world if he wants? Can he be in this world if he wants?
I wouldn't think so.
You wouldn't think so.
Because
So Allah's omnipotence is limited. He can't come onto this world.
it's like basically Allah Ta'ala cannot do logically fallacious. Like, he cannot create a square circle, right? Because that's something logically
But
fallacious.
how do we
there
know
are
that's what
certain
this
things
is?
that Allah
But
cannot-
how do we know that's what this is? Because, for example, in Surah Al-Imran, when Allah is talking to Moses, it says in Surah Al-Imran, I think it's Surah Al-Imran, it might be Surah 18, but double check, that Allah, as he spoke to Moses, Allah was in the bush. Allah was in the bush. So if you want to say that meant something else, well, you're going to have to argue with the Quran on that one. It seems to be pretty clear that Allah can emanate his voice from a physical place. He can be in a physical place in a sense. In the same way, I don't believe that God coming to this earth limits his omnipotence. It's not a limitation of his omnipotence. Jesus has taken on flesh. God the Father is still everywhere. God, Jesus, the Son, is here on this earth. It's a limitation in that sense, but it's not a limitation of his nature. He is both the divine and human nature. That's the argument. Now, I want to talk about briefly, and then we're going to have to go to the next question, but let's talk afterwards for sure. You asked about the Son of Man. You said he's not calling himself the Son of God, he's calling himself the Son of Man. I'm emphasizing to you, my friend, when this hit me, again, while I was practicing Islam, when this hit me, it hit me like a bolt of lightning.
This is what was once a practicing Islamist, by the way.
Yeah, duh.
The claim Son of God, according to Jews at that time, was not anything divine. Adam was called the Son of God. Solomon was called the Son of God. In the Psalms it says, you are gods. It's not a divine claim to call someone a son of God. But when someone refers to that Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven, who's going to receive glory, authority, and sovereign power, and people of every nation and language are going to worship him with the worship due only to God, that Son of Man is more than just a human. He is divine. He's going to be worshipped by all people of all time. So when Jesus calls himself the Son of Man, it's not the Son of God title. And lots of Christians get this wrong, so I'm not pointing the finger at you. Lots of Christians say, oh, Son of Man means he's human, and Son of God means he's God. No, it's the other way around. In the Jewish context, Son of God was a normal human title. Son of Man, from Daniel 7, that was something divine. Go back and read Daniel chapter 7. See that this
This is 1,000 years before.
man is worshipped by all people from all eternity. This man, one who looks like a human anyway, is worshipped by all people alongside of God the Father. That's the one Jesus is claiming to be. Definitely understand that point that I'm trying to make. And so when you see that Jesus' claim is found there in Mark 14:62, it's found in all the Gospels, and every time Jesus uses the term Son of Man, he's alluding to that. You cannot extract that from the Gospels. So please put Mark 14:62 next to Daniel chapter 7 and see what Jesus is claiming for himself. And we'll talk afterwards for the rest. Lord bless you, my friend. We'll take one last question.
Cool.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Very cool.
Whichever way you stack it, bro.
Huh?
I said whichever way you stack it.
I guess so.
What do you mean you guess?
So,
I'm not putting your faith on a pedestal. I'm just saying.
no, I'm just saying I have more faith in Jesus Christ than I do in anything else. Like, as far as the Old Testament goes.
Have you read Isaiah?
I haven't read anything. I told you, and I need to, and I don't have any credibility for my thoughts even because I don't even fully understand them. But from my understanding, like,
Do you know who Doubting Thomas is?
no.
Doubting Thomas in the book of Acts is someone who was an apostle who said, I have not seen the risen Jesus, I have not seen the wounds on his side, I have not seen the wounds in his arms. If I only see them, if I were only to be able, as me, Doubting Thomas, if I were only me as Thomas to be able to see the wounds on the side of Christ, if I were only to see the piercings on the side of his palms, then I would believe. And in the book of Acts, he sees those. And then Jesus said to him, Blessed are you, Thomas, because you have seen. But even more blessed are those who have not seen but yet believe.
Mm-hmm.
Great for us who have seen the wound on the side of Christ, who believe in him nowadays. But blessed are those even more who can't look at Jesus Christ as a risen body, to see the piercings on his side, to see the piercings on his sides, see the piercing on his hands, and to say, of course I believe in you now because I see this, but blessed are even more the people who can't see this.
Yeah, you read it twice. I got it.
I'm saying, like, blessed are the people who haven't seen this.
Let's play a video game.
What are you gonna play?
Backrooms.
I think we should continue
Continue what?
our combo.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I keep on trying to take you to another place, but you keep on going back to like this preachy place.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
I'm sending it to an act perspective.
What perspective?
What am I missing?
I are you sure you're not drunk right now?
I'm literally asking you, what am I missing?
You're not missing anything. It's just we're going down a path.
Yeah, I'm going down a path that somewhat I'm missing. What am I missing?
No, I'm just saying you were getting a little preachy. Like we were just talking about something, and you were coming in with like really passionate, scripture and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really like helping the argument. It seems like kind of preachy, and there's like they didn't do anything.
I mean, if it were from the perspective of if you were from the perspective of like, okay, like Boone's on this side, I'm on this side. Sadly, we're on the same side, so it's not like we can fucking go against each other.
No, we're not. We're on the same side.
I'm saying like we can play whatever game we want, but it's like you're kind of asking me to go against like a side that I already agree on. So
That's not what I'm doing. Well, yeah, I guess I am because I'm trying to make sense of. Are you loading this game up or not?
I'm loading in, but I'm trying to see what the hell you're talking about because you're trying to make me out as the guy who like kind of doesn't know what side I'm on, but I do, and it's
That's
like,
definitely not what I'm talking about at all. I'm simply coming to you because I think you're more educated in this than I am, and that I'm talking about things that I'm missing. But instead of giving me answers that make sense, you're just kind of like quoting things that like that they're not connected to my question, and it starts to become about a faith thing. And I'm like, why am I getting a sermon from Scott right now just because when I had a question about when something happened?
you want to know why, Boone?
Sure.
John 3:16. God so loved the world
Oh my God.
that He gave His own one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him
Yeah.
will not perish but have eternal life.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter like whatever conversation we're having, I'm gonna put Jesus first. God's love for humanity is so great that He gave His unique Son,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, as a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
So we can have an argument on like how long the world was born, or how old it is, or did this person know what it is, or out of the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, who knew Christ? As much
Are you loading in this game?
You know what, Ben? I thought we were having a conversation, but yeah, I'll load in the game.
Load in the fucking game, dude. You are going in such circles that I cannot hang out anymore.
Dude, you're fucking inward.
Okay.
That's bullshit, by the way.
Okay.
Just because you can't answer the fucking backlash.
Just because I can't answer the backlash?
Yes, I'm answering your questions. Join game. Where's Boone's game?
No, I'm an idiot.
What are you an idiot about?
Forgot to make the room private.
Send another invite?
Okay.
If you are a listen, there is a lane for you.
Maybe you're right.
How many times I gotta invite you, bro? I can't believe you're playing on a laptop right now, dude.
It's a gaming PC.
No, it's not.
It is.
You need a desk, a mouse. You need to fucking learn. The only two games I think I can play on controller now are Apex, which I can pretty much do in mouse and keyboard now, but Halo, I want to have a controller.
Well, that's why I'm trying to say we should start that. Fuck this fucking game, dude. We should start doing at least from
The new Halo game's gonna come out in July.
the new Halo, dude. You know how stupid we sound. Like we should like start from beginning Halo. Like,
Yeah, you know how stupid you sound because you don't know what you're talking about? They're remaking the very first Halo game without any of the cut content, and it's coming out in July.
Or you're saying that they're just gonna drop some shit without the flood. Yeah.
Oh my god, let me just fucking send you the fucking link.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying, like, cool. Like, they're just gonna completely cut every content that we wouldn't get from them. Well, I might as well play Pajama Sam on Steam, though.
What are you talking about? It's like, there's no way, that makes no sense what you're talking about.
There's no cut content on that one. That's what I'm trying to say. Like we're about to play fucking Halo, Reach, ODST, 1, 2. They're gonna cut content, dude. That's their fucking name of the game. They're gonna cut shit.
Okay, you're not understanding. So I'm trying to tell you that the original Halo that they made with the Master Chief Collection, when they updated the graphics, the thing, that's a draft of a big script for the first game. That game is cut down into original things. They took out wildlife. They took out a bunch of different stuff. They took out like different missions, different storylines. Yes, Floods end the game. The Floods end Halo Combat Evolved anyways. But what I'm trying to tell you is they cut a bunch of stuff. And what they're doing right now is they're making it in Unreal Engine 5. And what they're going to do after that is the following year, they're going to, or maybe 2 years, they're going to have Halo 2 remade in Unreal Engine 5. And then 3 Unreal Engine 5. And then Reach and Unreal Engine 5. Like, they're going to do that over and over and over again right now. Like, that's like, it's like they already have said that's what they're going to do. I'm going to show you right now.
Have fun with that, bud.
Have fun with what?
Have fun with that.
Have fun with what?
Yeah, have fun with that.
Hey, go, dude, look at the trailer I just fucking sent you. From 7 months ago.
Yeah, you don't know how the game's supposed to be played, bro.
What?
I'm looking. You don't know how the game's supposed to be played, bro. Good luck with that, man. Good luck
with what?
According to the data,
I'm watching your shit.
The ring has some kind of deep religious significance. They call it Halo. They believe that Halo is some kind of weapon.
What sort of weapon is it?
One with unimaginable power.
Yeah. Have fun with that, man. Have fun with that.
What do you even mean?
Yeah, bro. Have fun with that, man. That's never gonna happen.
Okay. You're fucking pissing me off. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I just watched the video you
You just keep saying, have fun with that, have fun with that, have fun with that. And I don't like, what do you mean by that? I don't understand what you mean. You're like, just keep saying, have fun with that.
Well, that's not the first video I've seen where someone says, hey, this is going to be remastered, here you go, here's the fucking video of it.
Do you see what? Do you see who is publishing it? It's IGN.
Oh my god, IGN, the same people who fucking posted a Borderlands 3, who completely shit out of Borderlands 3.
What? No, you said that they were going to post a game that didn't ever actually come out. Borderlands 3 did come out.
When did I say that?
You just said that. You're like, I've seen commercials all the time where something's going to come out and it never does. And I was like, it's by IGN. It's a pretty popular gaming media site. And you're like, no, dude. They said something about whatever 3. And I was like, yeah, but that game did come out. But Borderlands 3 did come out.
I'm not talking shit about the attachments that I had in the fucking prelude. I'm talking about, like, okay, so Borderlands 3, like, I'm playing Borderlands 3, like, it's not the same game that I'm fucking playing on beta. In the same way, if I were to play fucking whatever the new Halo is, it's not going to be the same game. Like, I can jump around on fucking... Me and Chase even tried to play it. Halo Infinite, I think it was the newest one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we had like attachments on our arms. We could fly around. Cool, okay, but it's not Halo. It's not the Halo we know and love. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna fucking like sit here and ride the cock of Halo. It ended at Reach.
Sure. Kinda. Not really, but I can understand where you're coming from. Where like the end of like how good stuff was. I was a fan of Halo 4. I thought the story was pretty shit, but I thought the online mode was really fucking cool.
Dude, I remember we lived together in Dad's house and you were playing Halo War.
No, I never had Halo Wars.
Yeah, you did. You gave it a chance. You may have fucking hated it, but you still gave it a chance.
I beat it a couple of years ago on my computer. I just downloaded it on Steam. They don't have Halo Wars 2 on here, which I would love to play, but you can only play that still on like actual Xbox 360 or if you have a emulator downloaded.
Like a ROG Ally.
I don't know what a ROG Ally is. I've never downloaded the emulator because I just don't know what I'm downloading.
The handheld.
Oh.
Xbox?
No, I was talking about like cause on your PC you can download emulators, play Xbox on your PC. You can literally just download an Xbox emulator, and it has the like whole marketplace for Xbox. So you could like just find any Xbox game that existed and just pay for it and play it. But you go through the entire thing, like as if you're using an Xbox One or Xbox 360 or PlayStation 1, Sega Genesis, you name it. If you have a PC, you have all games.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And you get to test new ones, and yeah, it's fun stuff.
Dude, totally. Yeah.
I was playing Arc Raiders in like 2013.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
No. Sorry. 2023. Excuse me. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a 10-year difference.
Yeah, excuse me.
That's
You're
a
absolutely
beta,
right.
motherfucker.
Yeah. I was still in high school.
That's a stick figure beta.
Yeah, you're right. I completely misspoke there. But dude, can you fucking take the invite and accept it for this god-forsaken game right now?
No, dude, because I'm gonna fucking... There's no way.